Hey Aggies, Happy New Year! And before you say it, yes, I know I'm late as usual, but it's never too late to celebrate a new season of the Aggie lineup. And as usual, I'm your host, Kalen Haynes. That's right, it's a spring semester, which means spring sports. Baseball, softball, tennis, golf, and more. All of that, and we still have basketball to cover. I'm just really excited. Let's get to it. Red Wilson has been playing a big factor for the Aggies this year, leading in scoring and rebound for the team. Here she is on the block with a spin and drawing a foul. On this breakaway play, Aggies on the fast break. Miller gets held up, but then finds Corey Allensworth wide open on the layup. The women's team would go on to defeat the Lady Buffs 68-64. As we fast forward to the men's game, it was a thriller, capped off by this slam by Andre Washington. And it's homecoming week here at Cameron University. Old friends are reuniting and the Monarch will be crowned as well. But this week is the busiest week of the year for Cameron athletics. Across all men's and women's sports, there's 4 basketball games, 4 baseball games, 6 softball games, 2 tennis meets, and 2 track meets. Wow. Those meets count for at least 10 tennis matches and 10 different types of races, so look out. We at the Aggie lineup couldn't be more excited for homecoming week. Later on, we're going to have basketball players Reggie Prudhomme and Kalen Golf Brown to join us in the studio for an interview. Let's dive in a little more about the team then. During the season, y'all went through a 13-game losing streak. Yeah. And then you snapped it with 2 back-to-back convincing wins, if I would say. You won by 17 against OC and 12 against UFAS. What would y'all say is the key to kind of confronting this culture change in Cameron men's basketball?
I think we just finally, those 2 games, we finally put everything that we've been working on out there on the court. Yeah. Like our losses, not a lot have been by a lot of points. Most of our losses have really, been really close games. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we finally put everything together to get those wins.
The men's golf team won their first tournament of the spring, the Houston Classic, on Monday, February 13th and Tuesday, February 14th from Houston, Texas. The Aggies managed 3 top 10 finishes as a team, with performances coming from Hamish Murray shooting at .215, Hunter Drotz at .212, and Preston Holmes with a .209. Trevor Merrill finished tied for 14th, scoring at .220, and Zachary Seka finished tied for 62nd, shooting at .233 on the tournament. Welcome back to the Aggie lineup. I'm here with track stars Arian Spears and Genevieve Young. Thank you all for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. I'm glad y'all could be here. I want to talk a little bit about your tournament that you just had the other day, where each of you set new school records. How do you feel about your performance, Arian, in the mile?
I feel pretty good. It was nice to break a school record, even though I wasn't really going for that, but it was nice. Felt good.
Yeah? Then what do you really go for going into the meet? How do you set your standard?
Honestly, I was just trying to break a previous PR that I had, and it was supposed to be a 5:35, but I ended up breaking it by a lot more than that. So.
Wow, congratulations. And
Thanks.
You kind of just judge it off your own standard, competing against yourself. Is that true for you too, Genevieve?
Yeah, me too. Out indoor, it's a really short season. It's like six weeks. So there's really not a lot of time to not be performing. And so this was kind of our last shot for qualifying for anything. So I think we really just all knew we needed to lock in. And so I just kind of went in with that mindset that I was going to do good and I needed to. And we all pulled through.
We're going to start off today's show with my favorite word, playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
That's right, we're talking about playoffs for the Aggie women's basketball team. Today in Frisco, Texas, the Lone Star Conference women's basketball tournament is underway. So let's take a look at the bracket and see how it's going to go. That's all the sports coverage we have for you this week. Be sure to tune in on the Roku channel, the See You on the Other Side app, for all your favorite CUTVU shows. Thanks for watching the Aggie lineup. I've been Kalen Haynes, and we will see you next time, Aggies.